Welcome to King Dino's Prehistoric Playland. I believe that's what it's called. Let me check my notes. King Dino's Prehistoric Playland. Yes, this is Bobby Newblar's little roadside park from season 1 of Chaos Theory, conceptually, sorta. Not really one-to-one, but yeah. And the idea here with our park build and with this map is we're gonna do a marketplace-centric park build with breeding, where we have to start with these 3 Stygimolochs from the show, and we have to breed them, and we can trade away their children for new dinosaurs. So every time we want to purchase a dinosaur from the marketplace, we have to get rid of a number of Styggies equal to the number of animals we're bringing in of the new species. So if we want these Corythosaurs, we need to breed 5 Styggies and sell them off. We're starting with 0 money, but with the Styggies and a set of shops, we should be profitable. We may need to configure these better. So that should be step 1. Now, I may have done a video already that covers this on the channel, but this is intended to be a park that is available for people to play. So there should be a code for that and a link for that somewhere. Yeah, so the amenities are profitable when correctly configured, which I guess is the first thing you have to do when you load into the park, because I didn't bother setting it up. Yeah, maybe we'll get something like a bunch of theories. That would be an interesting early pickup. So let's take a quick look at the breeding possibility. We start with 1 male and 2 females. 18% and 10, 16? 16. So if we wanted to do a program, we would need 2 welfare. This might be worth it. We'll need to accumulate some cash before we do that, though. And yeah, we do need to keep in mind that we don't have a medical facility or a maintenance facility either, and those are 2 early buildings we need. But yeah, early game is definitely going to be a little bit of just kind of chilling, accumulating money, taking some pictures for cash. So we should do that probably right away. Gives you a good ground eye view of the park here. You gotta navigate all the crap. There we go! Somewhere in there are dinosaurs. Somewhere under that balloon. Yeah, it might not be worth the effort of forcing the breeding program. We could just wait for it to happen normally. We could wait for life to find a way. We have a good amount of cash here, so maybe we get the science center first, because we can't breed, or we can't get in like a medical facility until we have a science center. So I think I need to find Badlands Research Center. That probably works for the vibe. Yeah. It's a little too nice, maybe. But, I mean, conceptually, we've, like, Bobby Newblar probably died because he got hit by, like, a Styggy. So, the park was picked up by somebody else who's now going to turn it into a proper park instead of this roadside dump. So, maybe having some nicer buildings like this is not so bad, right? So, maybe we put this in here. I do like the little archway with the bones and stuff. That's good. Okay, so for the medical facility...
Working with Cabot, I'm more wary about delegating tasks than I'd like to be.
Yeah,
However,
we're not allowed to ever release dinosaurs. You are only allowed to use the marketplace. That is the rule. So this can't be completed, I don't think. So maybe revenue contract's the way to go. Staff Center 1 requires scientists. Oh, they don't even let you see the cost. That kind of sucks, actually. Oh, we have all these unlocked. I'm stupid. I forgot these were all unlocked in the same node as the Ranger Post. I was thinking JWE3 where it's separate. So we didn't need this. Very cool. Well, how much is I should have just looked. It was like right here in front of me, and I just didn't look. 100 and 250. Okay. Let's wait until we need it completely. All right, we're gonna put in medical. We've got this little tent that fits the vibe pretty well. think I'll just keep like moving stuff this way, and then we can eventually expand out around here. So maybe actually I can sneak it behind the edge like this. Yeah. Nope. Maybe. Nope. I like that it's not even showing red and it's just blocked. Cool. I don't know why it's not red. Not allowed. Obstructed. Not allowed. How's it obstructed by like itself? Obstructed by paleomedical facility. Curious that. Okay, maybe we need to flatten out here first. Very informative tooltip. It looks like I actually need it now that I saw there was a bit of a pop-up there, so... Perfect timing. Now can I put it back here slightly? Okay, is it blocking itself? Is this just unbuildable? I have never seen a blueprint that just doesn't work. That's weird. It conflicts with its own hitbox. Which is too bad, because I actually like the vibe of this one. Is it like the trees in front of the vehicles or something weird? But I can't, like, do anything about that, right? Back to the drawing board. Okay, how about a garage? Yes. Let's do it maybe here. And then we can sneak a path back through there. And expand that way if we need to, you know? Sure. Maybe I put it, like, here. That way there's a little bit more room to get past it. I think that's perfectly fine. Okay, and then, you know what? Hopefully the vehicles successfully can exit the garage. I didn't consider if this would actually function. Oops. I don't know how I went to that right away. You were over it. There you go. Okay, it can exit the garage successfully. That's cool. Okay, avian pox. Take a photo. All right, we need 1 in 3. 648 is enough to finance this. 3 welfare. 5 on a welfare specialist. 118. Pretty good. Old Billy. I like Old Billy. Yeah, let's take Oladele or Oladil or whatever his name is. We'll call him Billy. Upside, the disease can't spread very far with only 3 animals in the park. Would I be okay if men gave birth like seahorses? No, that would be weird. Well, I mean, it wouldn't affect me anyway, so... I guess that's up to other guys if they want to deal with that. And we got a storm? Sounds like... Okay, now that we have the dude, we might as well breeding plan this. Which I guess we need them to be treated first, so let's let that happen. Okay. Give me the male, give me the optimal female, 53% success, just go. 100K? What are the odds normally? Base breeding chance 100%, can't breed, improve health. This might just happen normally. Which would save me 100K, which is not nothing. I guess the revenue contract would sort of pay for it, but it's about to expire anyway. Investors are happy. I'm going to cure my dinosaurs. Good, 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 good. Okay, so this doesn't give you an exact percent. Only when you're doing the breeding program, I guess, it gives you an exact percent. I mean, it's still average. I'm just going to do it. Let's get this show on the road. All right. I don't know if a storm is actually coming or not. Well, 10 seconds on the breeding program. Great. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we keep the best ones, and then we get rid of the worst ones. So these Styggies were generated with a broad spread of genes, 25% chance across the board, essentially, as much as we could make them. So we'll have a pretty broad range of genetics in the babies, probably. 3 eggs. I heard rumbling again. I keep feeling like a storm is coming, but maybe it's not actually that. Maybe it's ambient noise from something else. Well, either way, I think we have enough cash to look at a maintenance facility. We might as well get that in. That's kind of the last long-term thing. Yeah, everything is uncovered, so we're going to want it. The Fight of Rexy. Excuse me? Let's find one. I'm going to pause while I do this. All right, this is the maintenance building we found. A nice little basic open covered garage for the buggies and a bunch of junk out back, which fits the general aesthetic of the dumpy roadside thing. Even though these buildings are a little fancier, you know, we're improving the place and stops and starts, right? It kind of works. How long an eggs? 2 minutes. Let's get some maintenance markers. So we got to cover that, which means we got to sneak one in like right here. And then one can go like over here. Honestly, do I just put it like way over here and then we expand into it? I think so. Okay. 30 seconds. So 3 would be enough to get something minor on the marketplace. We probably want to stock up so that we can get something with a breeding population. I could go for these Maiasaura, maybe. We also probably want to like expand the existing pen and get another herbivore to go in with it. I think that would be the play. Yep, there's our new generation. Alright. Tolerant, fertile. Long-lived, humble, tolerant, small appetite, humble, social. So I think initially I'm just going to focus on breeding animals, and then we worry more about who gets kicked out when we actually have enough to like do something about it. So what's the cooldown here on this? 5 minutes. So yeah, I think we're just waiting for that to reset. So we're going to breed with the second female now on another breeding program. This one is the one that just bred, so it can't breed currently. This one is actually better chance than the one we did previously because they're aging up and getting closer to optimal breeding time. Welcome to the stream, Dinosaurus. We're just, you know, engineering some dinosaur babies. And then I'm going to look for something to recruit after this. Great. That's claimed. Huge. Some hadros might need, yeah, I think some of them do have communal nesting stuff, but we'll worry about that when we get to it. Hurry up, I want to see how many eggs I get. 3 again. Okay, that's fine. So we'll have 6. I think when it comes time to buy something from the marketplace, I'm actually going to refresh the list first to like reset the RNG, because this is the stuff that was in here at the start of the save. This is the same stuff everybody would see when they load this map off the workshop, I would assume. Maybe the RNG resets, I honestly don't know. But I don't want to use like the starting stuff basically. So I think we'll randomize it. Well, another disease outbreak, so we got to deal with some tuberculosis. Nothing too major. Movement in the nest. Blocked, but not really. Alright. There's the next the second set of the same generation. We could consider saving a potential breeding pair out of the 2 second-generation hatches, since they're only half-siblings. If I remember, I mean, like, we checked this before, and they were able to breed when they were half-siblings, so... Long-lived, resilient, tolerant, small app, long-lived, accommodating, compatible. That's pretty good, I guess. We're missing everything we need. That's fine. We've got some more space. If you guys move around more. Okay, 1 minute on that. Could consider. Okay, let's look at the marketplace. Let's look at this. So we're gonna refresh before we pick anything. Okay. Dryo could be a nice cheap way to expand. I am kind of thinking Dryo. 4 Theries, but $6 million bucks. Upside 2, we could pick up a pack of 4 Dryos. Keep 2 from the current Stygi babies. And then have theoretically 2 breeding pairs here of Dryos. Yeah, it does sound like an anime plotline, doesn't it? Crossbreeding. It's also cheap. Because I can really only pick anything with 4. Any more than 4 is kind of not doable. So it's like Dryo or Nasudo with a bad price. Yeah, and anything that's like straight one gender, we don't want either. Notosaurus would be good. 2 and 3. Problem is, we probably want stuff early that lays a lot of eggs, and I don't know if Noto lays that many eggs. Like, Dryo's gonna have big clutches. Noto could be a good 3rd animal. Let's take these Dryos. So, let's pick the survivors out of the hatchlings. So I want 1 from each set, I think. So female, female, male. Male, female, female. Okay. So the best ones are 9 out of this batch. 6 is humble, social, accommodating. 6 is incredible. 5 ain't half bad either. So maybe we keep 6 and 9. 6 male, 9 female. 6 and 9. So 7, 8, 5, and 4. Also, perfect to do this when they're diseased. We'll ship some diseased animals to this other zoo. Like, conceptually, we're trading, right? We're sending them 4 Styggies in exchange for the Dryos. That's the idea. And then, conceptually, I think rewild is the shipping fee to ship these animals out, right? 6 and 9 are So this is 9, which is female. This is 6, which is male. We specifically kept a potential breeding pair. And now that those are on the way, we can go ahead and grab our pack of 4 Dryos. We're going to deliver them to a nice holding pen here in the marketplace facility.
It's hard to put a price on life itself, but well, there you go. That seller has managed it. Congratulations to them, I guess.
Get on with it. Actually, we opened the crate ourselves, right? So we can go ahead and get this taken care of while we wait for that to land. Yep, selling dinos at a loss to buy dinos at a loss is the name of the game here. Okay, 3 adults, 1 juvenile.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Dryosaurus to the park.
And we deliver them to this little holding pen, not just so that we could see the release animations, but just in case there's some, we pick up some dubious animal packages and end up with some random carnivores or something. Now, are any of you related? Like, are you, I guess specifically, is your parent here? 4 and 2. Okay, so you are a baby of 2 of these. That's important to know, which means we don't have 2 breeding pairs. Well, technically we could have 2 breeding pairs because one of them is unrelated to the other 3. But it's gender dependent. Well, it should be correct, right? Because a mother and father, and then there was a remaining female and a remaining male. So we do have a breeding pair. It's just not age appropriate. Well, these are fiber and leaf, pasture and water, which is not the most optimal, but it'll be fine. Styggies have expanded back now. Alright, and then we just kind of wait for them to breed some more. And this is the game loop for this park, essentially. How about a quick peek at our ratings? So we are playing with modded ratings in this park, by the way. If you download this, this won't be the ratings you see because this is separate from the map. Path capacity is the big problem. So, 400 guests for path capacity. So we don't have that. So I need to do more path in the park just as a way to get them to move. So let's look at putting in a viewing gallery. Maybe we can find a Badlands themed one quick. Montana. That's a lot, my guy. Holy shit. That's way too busy. That's crazy. That's not bad. That fits the aesthetic of the other buildings we're doing. That's not terrible either. That's just a cave. That is very basic. Let's do this one. Nice, small, and simple. We'll put it here. And then we can go ahead and put in a bit of path coming over this way, maybe. Yeah, let's do some here and some here. And then a nice little curve.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added...
And that'll increase our path capacity. Alright, we need some fiber. We definitely want some fiber up in the front so they come up to the main area a bit. Pasture in the back is fine.
Efficiency like you've shown can only be the marker of great ambition. I think you and I share that quality.
Okay, well, they have pasture, they just gotta find it. Then nests. So, these guys are medium. Put in a second medium nest. I don't think I'm gonna bother customizing nests. We don't actually have nests. We need to research these. Put around 5 species in this pen, yeah. The Styggies would still breed with a breeding program. There's still a chance. We turned off social needs too. So we're not going to have to worry about not having the right populations for the animals we bring in. Just feels better to do it that way because it's kind of an annoying mechanic. At least with the way it's implemented. We have 2 already, right? So this was 4? Yeah, so we only need 2. We're working on money. We have money. We have over $1 million bucks, Jeff. We're doing all right. Things are fine. 131 fast extraction. It's really expensive, and this does nothing. Pretty polar. Really, the only option's faster research guy, who's not the best, but we'll do it. We could try this plan again. Recent eggs can't breed. Recent eggs can't breed. No, they're both on cooldown still. So actually, I don't really need the nest then. Oh well, it's fine. Dryo has 0 requirements. I probably didn't even need the second nest, like, at all, because it's easier just to deal with the cooldown, right? We'll need it soon enough when we get something around a different size, but there's really no point in putting in a second medium nest. That was honestly just a waste. Because the cooldown is so substantially much longer than the refresh on the nests. Okay, they're good. Do we want the one that's not the current one's parents? I think so. So you are 4-2. So we want... You are 2. So we want 2 and 3. Oh, and our contract completed, it looked like. We can take another one for some money. 100% dinosaur comfort seems... free. Why is this not already... Oh, it is. Ha! Nice.
Fine work.
Very
I
nice.
respect someone who can get results and get them fast.
Please be advised that our weather forecasts...
Okay, weather coming in. Did this work? I think so, yes. Claimed. Eggs. Okay, 3 Dryo eggs. This does appear to be a real storm. There it is.
Gentlemen, please shield your eyes and proceed to take over sandstorm.
Okay. Are we go on Styggies? Still can't breed. Well, we can breed the other pair of Dryos. So we'll do that. And then that can finance like a 3rd animal, I think. Not much of a storm. we need another shelter yet. No, we're still good. Oh yeah, the sandstorm visibility reduction actually might be able to sneak the breeding in there.
Looky here. We have eggs. Don't let them break.
I wasn't planning on it, Cabot. Ooh, 6 eggs? Dryo is paying off.
There's nothing more satisfying than taking something off the to-do list. But to get there, you need something on it first. I can help with that.
We could really just use a medium food, maybe. I don't know if we can research this right now. If we can, it's okay. If we can't, it kind of sucks. Actually, yeah. How are we doing on path capacity? Still at capacity. Okay, medium amenities are available. So let's do medium amenities. Get the contract completed. And then we can do some more path capacity in here, maybe. Just gotta figure out where to put it, kinda. Maybe we do this. See if they'll use this stretch. Movement in the nest. Not really room for a sauropod in this one, no, but we can always make another enclosure.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased.
Nice, wide path. Huge upgrade. Clicking it, but it's too soon. Okay, we got a few little bit needy ones. Seemingly. Well, I guess a few that are not unneedy. One minute there. Let's go through all the Dryos. So, Dryo number 1. This was the juvenile. Somehow number 1 was the juvie. Humble tolerant, humble, small appetite, humble. Then we've got nothing, humble, nothing. Oof, rough. So the best one we have is number 5, this or 6, this male. And number 1 is a male. So we definitely want a female out of this next clutch, or even 2 females out of this clutch. No, wait, this was the one. We want to keep a female from this clutch to pair with this male, maybe. Okay, medium food. Am I going to put in the work to get amenities that have a different vibe? Ooh, we got just regular Texicana. Let's just do that. Those actually do fit the vibe. That's fine. Why is it? Oh, because I actually did not put in food. How did I? Well, I guess I just misclicked, right? That's fine. That's fine. We'll need that soon enough anyway. There's the actual food one. Okay, so 400 in that, and none in our other ones. So yeah, I'm going to keep the smalls for the vibe, but I think we shut them down. And then we'll turn them back on when we need them. So deactivating our little carnival food stand. And then deactivating our little gift shop. Okay. And that'll bring in some more cash. 1 minute on the nest. Alright, there's the horde. Yeah, we can get a carnivore soon. I think the 4th animal maybe will be like a carnivore or something. I think I want at least one more herbivore to put in this initial pen before we do that, though. So, we're going to trade out some of these Drysaurs. We have quite a few. So let's take a look at the market. You'll never guess what's in the tacos. You won't. You won't figure it out. Nobody knows what's in the tacos. So we could do the Nodo. Or like the Edmonto. How are we doing on cash? 2 million? Let's do the Nodos. And then maybe the Guanlongs after. Oh, but it's only a pack of females. There's no males. Ooh. Should we make it a rule that you have to refresh every time you take an animal? I think I like that. Every time we buy an animal, we refresh the page. But since we bought the Dryos, now we refresh. A lot of Sauropeltos. 6 Parasaurs. Ornithomimus. Guanlongs, but disreputable. I don't really want the paras, because that's nuts. I don't really want... I don't know if I want to do a third, like, smaller herbivore right away. Although Ornithomimus might not be too bad to grab too. Plus, it's Ornithomimus. We could maybe... Yeah, Corytho 2 and 3, disreputable. But it's not a bad investment. Yeah, maybe we do the Cories. So we got to clear 5 Dryos. So, if we start from 1. So we had the male. Then we got 5, 6, and 7. These are the new ones. So we said we wanted to keep specifically the female here, right? 5 is like really bad. So we'll definitely get rid of 5. And then out of this mess, this gaggle. So starting with 8, nothing. 9 is good. 11's okay. 12 is good. 13's okay. So 8 female, 10 female. 13 is the best female. So I could do 8. I think I'm gonna get rid of 8 and 10, even though it leaves us a little on the dry side, haha, on females. Let's think about this. Female. Yeah, so we have a female and a male that would be siblings. And then if we're keeping 5... No, 6 and 7. Yeah, okay. That works. So yeah, 8, 10. 8. 10. 12, 13. 13 definitely stays. 11 sucks. So I guess we get rid of 11, and honestly 9 or 12 are the same. So 11 and 12. Okay. Those are the 5 that are gone. 12, And 11. Both nests are on cooldown. One, two, three. Oh, did I get the paths actually researched here? Yes. No. Because I got distracted by the amenity that I needed the contract for. Okay, maybe we do staff first. Okay, there's all of those. Rewilding 5. Going to the marketplace, grabbing 5 Corythosaurs, buying now, confirm and deliver to the holding pen.
Commencing asset transit.
Staff center's done. Let's get a staff building in. Montana Staff Center, Badlands Staff Center. It's not bad. The other one's very large and very fancy. We'll do this one. This is fine. Oh, it looks like it'll fit like right here perfectly. Put a point into you. And research our path. I would assume, I don't know if, like, it said Corythosaur delivered. Would we know already if it wasn't? I mean, it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Corythosaurus.
You should be quadrupedal. Alright. Medical team, check on the Dryo, please. Path upgrades, go. I think I'm going to kind of make it a point to leave everything in that we've already done. Yeah, the unreliable information, I think, is purposely not always wrong, because otherwise you would just start to assume it was always wrong, and then what's the point at that point, right? Okay. There is a path that actually goes under the road here, so we might as well upgrade that. Which, you know, people walk down the road to the taco truck. It makes sense, actually. It's not weird that the path is under the road. It's completely logical. Do we have, oh, this is tainted. I wonder, Cohab issue? You're rabid. So unrelated to the tainted feeder, clearly. I like that he's got rabies, but he's in the water, like in the water socializing with rabies. Certainly a vibe. Hookworms, rabies. Just be mad at me, it's fine. We need to deal with this. Okay, and these guys over here should be ready to go. Finalizing. Oh, I guess I didn't realize I double-clicked there. That's fine. Not a big deal.
Transportation underway. Asset transportation underway.
Old Billy's disgruntled. Let's get old Billy on a vacation. Go eat some cotton candy at one of the concession stands.
Given all the day-to-day challenges we face, the last thing we need is disease spreading among our dinosaur population. If we ignore this, it'll become a disaster. So let's get it sorted.
Okay, so mostly good. We'll probably just put on a little more pasture back here. Okay, and then these are presumably large nest. Maybe, maybe not. Nope, they're medium. And no conditions. Okay. Income tax is kicked in.
Confirming asset delivery.
Nope, nope, stop. Wake this idiot up. Can reptiles still catch rabies, though, without symptoms? No. No, they can't. They can't catch rabies, period. It's a mammal disease. I think this one's going to drown. Well, F's in chat. That'll be it for this episode. Until next time.